You are welcome to this graduation ceremony.
So this is a class made up of several nationalities. And I think that first song should be from Eritrea, somewhere there. A round of applause for them.
Maman évite les citito, l'inoubliable. Espebas, nyata. Gaëla Tikaya la patrona, Gilda Sambien Dengelson. Mon ami Gaël, Miloïjo, ya.
Let's clap for them as they get up. Let's clap for them.
Yeah, I know. It's a big vibe, big girl, them know. They see me coming and they shout hallelujah. Every day they beat me like hallelujah. Overseas don't want chop me like suya. I'm on no big love for this group. That has so breeze you. They dance like breeze you. I'm on my knees, they poke, they breeze you. They know they call me Mr. Money for now.
Come say something. Come say something. Come say something. Come say something. I don't know how to dance looking lean. I make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. I don't know how to dance looking lean. I make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto women put their hands on their knees. Come say something.
So much, boys. We move on. A round of applause for Ashford.
A big hand, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand.
Venez le 27 novembre au concert. Oh, elle a mangé 4 boules d'acheter. On est choqué. Quand ma tigre me fait, tu dis que j'allais. On est choqué. Me pourquoi t'en vas? Tu dis que c'est ta bébé. On est choqué. Même hypocrisie. Elle dit elle fait pas d'argent. On est choqué. Ça la main la chèque.
Toutes les petites filles en orange au feu. Femme pas comme me met étonné. Apérage de internet, tu portes au cul. Diffamation me met étonné. Il fait pas mal dans la cour des anneaux. Pédécalé me met étonné. Pédécalé me met étonné. Mariage la même étonnée.
Elle dit que c'est au son jazz. Que sa vie chez lui. La piscine dans sa voiture. Même le mensonge a plié. Il dit qu'il est américain. On croit pas. Mais il faut my dad. Et ça là c'est pas passionnel. On croit pas. Oh, tout va là. Je connais le gars là, il doit où je vais. Donc il est toujours ébahi. Si tu me plais pas, il te laisse. Moi je veux pas de laisse. Il dit qu'il n'est pas content. Même sans la
Attention please. If dancing is not your thing, please step aside. The next DJ act will take you to another level of happiness. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
of applause for ladies and gentlemen. That was justice right there. Justice. Up next, 12 Red. Let's give them a round of applause and the energy that they need. Let's clap for them as they get onto the stage.
Quem te mandou parar? Tá parado por quê? Quem te mandou parar? Vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá. Vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá. Tá parado por quê? Quem te mandou parar? Tá parado por quê? Quem te mandou parar? Hey, way! Hey, way!
This is Chani Pipa Moutou Amalou. Toi, ça qui dit là, on récupère les pouvoirs. Tournez à gauche, tournez à gauche. Allez, tournez à droite, 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 droite. Hey, ça c'est bon ça. Ah oui, ça c'est bon ça. Hey, ça c'est bon ça. Ah oui, ça c'est bon ça. On y va, on y va. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. On y va, on y va, on y va. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. Jojo pas tous les paroliers. Cristiano Indama, Fleury Diakanama, les banqueurs. Toute histoire les taper les mains. Ambiance à beaucoup la tina matin. Côté Ilicolo, l'ambiance à Guinelo. Soko Chantepe, Awo, Fifi Mouya, Migolo. Toute histoire les taper les mains. Ambiance à beaucoup jusqu'au matin. Tournez à gauche, tournez à gauche. Allez, tournez à droite, 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 droite. Hey, ça c'est bon ça. Ah oui, ça c'est bon ça. Hey, ça c'est bon ça. Ah oui, ça c'est bon ça. On y va, on y va. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. On y va, on y va, on y va. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment. Non, t'es ma messie vraiment.
Left my living fast somewhere in the past, 'cause that's for chasing cars. Turns out open bars lead to broken hearts and going way too far.
used to be crazy. I know it used to be fun. You say it used to be wild. I say I used to be young. You tell me time has done changed me. That's fine, I've had a good run. I know it used to be crazy. It's 'cause I used to be young. Take one, pour it out, it's not worth crying about the things you can't erase. Like tattoos and regrets, words I never met and ones that got away. Left my living best somewhere in the past, 'cause that's for chasing cars. Turns out open bars lead to broken hearts and going way too far. I know it used to be crazy. I know it used to be fun. You say it used to be wild. I say I used to be young. You tell me time has done changed me. That's fine, I've had a good run. I know it used to be crazy. That's 'cause I used to be young. Oh, 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 oh,
Round of applause for that sweet voice. Akaweni, I just hope you won't stop here.
The guest of honor, Mr. Bruno Mwemba. The managing director, Mr. Chisha Folotiya. The chief academic officer, Mr. Sam Lungu. The head teacher, Ashford Academy, Mr. Noel Masona. The PTA chair, Mr. Felix Sinkala, the deputy head teachers from both schools, fellow teachers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. I welcome all of you, distinguished guests, families and friends, and especially our students who graduate today. Thank you for joining us as we recognize the significant accomplishment of each member of the class of 2023. Thank you, dear parents and guardians, for your contribution to our partnership. Together, we have sought to assist our young people in achieving the best possible outcomes from their schooling experience. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, actualization of goals attained, and knowledge of successes achieved. So, it is only fitting that this afternoon we commemorate the road that we have all traveled together these last few years. But let's begin where we all good stories begin, at the beginning. I know, dear parents, that all you remember the first day you took your child to school. Who can forget when we all came together for the first time? For many of you whose children started their school from here, we met a few days before the start of the year. That was the time when your child was in the reception class, like children like Nathaniel Teleka, Aseda, and some in the primary section, like the twins at Ashford, the Shuko twins, then at Woodford School, Lusaka. I'm happy that today you have graduated. While the others joined us in the secondary section, we're all anxious about their first day at school. How will it be? And how long the journey would be. That long journey, dear parents, here it has come to an end. And we are celebrating their exit from high school. Yes, we all worked together with a common purpose in mind to encourage and develop lifelong learning in the young ladies and gentlemen who sit before us this afternoon. Steadfast, resolute, and determined, we all kept together, dear parents. Day by day, we focused on our goal, the goal of keeping together and working together. We faced many incredible and memorable times, moments that we chose to use as stepping stones as we pursued our common goals. And we made so much progress this far. We need to congratulate ourselves for that. The end result, ladies and gentlemen, of our coming together, keeping together, and working together, in spite of the obstacles that we faced along the way, that end result is the graduating class of 2023. We are proud of the success that they have met with the opportunities that they were offered. Dear boys and girls, it has been so encouraging to witness how you've grown in confidence, faith, knowledge, and understanding during the last 3 years of high school. We hope that we have assisted you in laying the foundation for success as you continue in your journey. We pray that our school values will guide you through the opportunities life has to offer, and that you can remain faithful in your beliefs in the world that has become more challenging. It is not easy as you get into the world there. But I'm sure, very, very sure, that your experiences at both Rhodes Park School and Ashford Academy have created a lasting impact on all of you, and that they have helped shape you to the person you will become. May you always lead by example, work hard, and play straight. May your successes be many and your tribulations be few and far between. We wish you everything that you so richly deserve in the years ahead. It's been an honor and a privilege watching you progress and succeed. Congratulations to all of you. Surely we are proud of you. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for the Rhodes Park School head teacher, Mrs.
Guest of honor, the Rhodes Park Schools Group Managing Director, Mr. Folotiya, school board members present, the Rhodes Park School PTA chairperson, and all the PTA committee members present, the Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Lungu, Rhodes Park School Head Teacher, Mrs. Siawanta, the Deputy Head Teachers present, distinguished guests, our honored teachers, our proud parents, esteemed graduates, and the relatives and friends present. Today is truly an exceptional day in the history of Rhodes Park School and Ashford Academy. As I speak to our first grade 12 class at Ashford Academy, we've only had them for 2 years. We are happy to do the last fine-tuning of our children as they come through. Right now I'm speaking to, as I speak to them, and I know the ways that I'm speaking to them will also echo to the ones that I left in grade 10 who are now graduating as well at Rhodes Park School. I know the runs that we did with the 10 red class then, now 12 red. Congratulations to you. And the rest of the classes, 12 yellow, 12 green, 12 blue. When Ashford Academy was just being started, which was just last year, I remember a time as we were just getting started, putting everything together, just receiving a call from Mrs. Yawanta to say, Mr. Masona, guess what? You have your first 2 students, and they're grade 11th. Limpo and Yamika, you are true trendsetters. You started our first grade 11 class then, now the grade 12 class. Of course, my response was, I know them, the artists, Mr. Kamchungu. There's a portrait that they once gave me. They're very good artists. There's a portrait that they once gave me, and I think I'll look for it. I still remember that after one of the art exhibitions that we had that they presented somewhere. So please continue with that. Trendsetters to the rest of Ashford Academy, setting the standards of what an Ashford Academy student profile is supposed to be. Along came Zek, along came Kabanda, Salifyanji, Musanda, Lukonde, Lilema. We are proud of you today for seeing you as children who are graduating, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of your parents as well. Our inaugural grade 12 graduation is a unique group of students, 8 remarkable individuals who came to Ashford Academy at different times, from different places, but with one determination: to excel, and today, that is a testimony of that. As we look upon these 8 graduates, we see not only a collection of remarkable talents, but a shining testament to the power of perseverance, dedication, and unwavering support of excellency. Each of these young men and women has a story of their own, a journey filled with trials, triumphs, and a commitment to education that has brought them to this momentous occasion. Graduates, you may have joined our school at different stages of your life, of your academic journey, but you all embrace the same goal: to excel in your studies, to grow as individuals, and to contribute to the legacy of Ashford Academy. Your unique paths to this moment mirror the diverse and ever-evolving nature of education itself. Education is not confined to the walls of a classroom or the pages of your textbooks. It is an ongoing journey of discovery, adaptation, and transformation. And that is the holistic education system at Ashford Academy intends to continue building. Your experiences at Ashford Academy and the bonds formed along the way will forever be part of our educational tapestry. As you embark on your respective journeys, always remember the basic principles and values instilled in you by your teachers: integrity, respect, resilience, and a commitment to excellency. These values will be your guiding principles in all times of uncertainty and your sources of strength in times of doubt as you become the first Ashford Academy alumni. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and express our deepest gratitude to the members of staff at Ashford Academy as well as Rhodes Park for being there to nurture our students and to guide them through their educational journey. I know at Ashford Academy we've done the final panel beating, but they came from various schools with their own various knowledge and aspirations. And we did the final panel beating, and we know you will succeed in the upcoming exams. To the parents and families of our dear graduates, your support, love, and encouragement have played an integral role in their success. Today is a celebration of your sacrifices to these children. Congratulations, class of 2023. May your future be filled with endless opportunities and meaningful connections. A lifetime of achievement. Go forth, make us proud as Ashford Academy. I thank you all. I now have the honor and privilege to call upon the Rhodes Park Schools Group Managing Director, Mr. Chisha Folotiya, to give us his remarks. Mr. Folotiya, please.
Good afternoon. Many words of thanks to our two head teachers for their wonderful words. This year is a very special year for us because it's the first time that our newest baby, Ashford Academy, has its first group of graduating students. And the fact that they're even here, the 8 of them, is an amazing achievement, which I want to thank especially Mr. Masona for being plucked out of your comfort zone at Rhodes Park, sent to the bush, and making magic over the last 2 years, Mr. Masona. In our African tradition, you have a function where people are having a bit of joy, and then an older person stands up and they start singing a small chant song that is there, and I never thought I would say it. So the way it goes is I say, Naseke, 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 naseke. So, with that said, it means I am now officially a Bali. The evidence of which is here. A few weeks ago, we were commemorating the 30th anniversary of our dear mom's passing. And that's when I started this job. And it's been quite a time of reflection in terms of what it has been like for us running Rhodes Park Schools and then Rhodes Park Schools Group for the last 30 years. So I'm a very proud person when I look across and when we have events like this, when I'm able to get dressed and come and meet people that have been with us for a long time. I was sharing with our guest of honor that our average contact period with a customer is about 10 years. And that 10 years starts from the ones who come in nursery, reception 1, up to grade 12 would be 16 years. And then the ones who come later, who join us perhaps in grade 10 or grade 11 or even grade 12, and that averages out to about 10 years. So that means as Rhodes Park Schools Group, we're having to be very clear and very careful about what we are doing with our customers, for our customers, and how we're giving them the value for money education. And over the years, we feel quite proud that we've been able to succeed in that, to the extent that even when we do open a third school, a second school 10 years ago, and a third school, it is now reached that stage. I want to give a quick word of thanks to the organizing team that arranges this beautiful event. A lot of work goes in, days and weeks of meetings and discussions and spreadsheets and PowerPoints and arguments and people being shouted at. Unfortunately, sorry for those that get shouted at once in a while. But it all culminates to a wonderful event like this. The young men and women who are graduating today are looking lovely, and they put a lot of work into their outfits, into their dances, and for them, it's the last time of fun they'll have before the exams start in a few weeks' time. So you guys, you can chill, and in a few days' time, back to Ukusoma. Am I right? And then in a few weeks later, you'll be going out into the world. A lot of them are feeling the uncertainty of what they will be doing and who they will be in a year or 2 or 3. And for us parents, this is the time when we need to support them. I always, when I'm making this speech every year, want to pay a very special thank you to the parents. Without the parents, there would be no children, obviously. But without the parents bringing them to Rhodes Park School and Ashford, there would be no Rhodes Park School or Ashford. So, having a child in a leading private schools like ours is a tough one. It starts with coming, paying recruitment fees, school fees. It goes into homework and all of that. And through all of that, as parents, you persevere. When I look around, I see some very familiar faces. People that I've known personally, and people that I have come to know through their being parents. And I'm very proud of you, Mrs. Shuku. Yeah. Mr. Matwi, Mr. Zulu. Where is he? I saw him. Oh, there he is. 12 years. Kwatibufi. I was thinking about the current generation that we have. This Gen Y, is it Gen Z? Gen Y? I'm lost. So these ones, the ones that are graduating and the younger ones, one special thing about them is that they tell us parents the type of parents they want us to be. When we were growing up, it was a matter of do as I say, and pretty much what Kaunda would describe as a command economy. Nowadays, in the liberalized environment, the children will tell you, Dad, I don't like the way you speak to me. It makes me feel bad. And the parent is like, huh? That's how things are, and that's how things are going to be. And parenting these particular children, who I happen to know very well, can be quite a challenge sometimes. But the job of a parent is to raise and prepare your children to live in a world where you are not there, where you are not there to give them every single thing they need. And that includes the PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, and the holidays in Dubai. All of those things. So parenting of these children has been tough and will continue to be tough. These particular young ones at this age, 17, 18, 19, they're going through a lot of discovery, a lot of changes, and sometimes they're not sure how to talk to you as parents about it. Sometimes they are maybe not doing well in what they're supposed to be doing. Sometimes they're not sure about what they're supposed to be doing, who they are. And sometimes they don't know how to tell you. And while they've been in school, there have been people who can interface for you. People like our guidance counselors, people like our teachers. Many of you will talk about a time when their school teacher told you as parents something amazing and interesting that you didn't know about your own child, right? Now that the children are going to be out of school, they won't be that. And all we can do is encourage as parents is to say, spend as much time, talk as much as you can with them, share your stories, reduce the pressure on them a little bit, and understand as much as you can. To the young ones who are also graduating, as I was saying, your parents find it hard to understand you and what you are going through because they never went through it. Yes, one or two of them may have done some breakdancing in their time, but that was the mid-80s, early 90s somehow. They don't know what you're going through, and this is the time when you need to speak as much to them, spend as much time with them, whether it's relaxed or at their work or whatever you can do, and try and explain who you are to them and what you would like for your future. I wanted to also wish all the families that have given us 100% support all the best. There are some people that are leaving us that we will not be seeing from now onwards. But I know that there are several Mwape children still with us. Look, every 2 years. I know the Himongas will also keep making. So as I end, I just wanted to wish everyone many thanks for the support. Wish the young ones all the best throughout the exams and what is there to come later. And thank you very much. God bless. There's a man sitting here who is coming to speak with us, Mr. Sinkala. He's our very humble but very hardworking chairman. He is with us all the time, especially making sure that this project goes. And so it's my pleasure to call upon Mr. Sinkala to come and say a few words on behalf of the PTA and the parents. Thank you.
The guest of honor, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Folotiya, the head teachers, the teachers, and the parents, and of course our graduates. Simply said, all protocols observed. We are very, very happy on this very special day. To our school management staff, I think on behalf of PTA and the parents, we are proud of Rhodes Park and the efforts that have gone into this school and what you are doing for the school and the community. Please continue. I think Rhodes Park is now becoming a shining star in Lusaka. And for the parents, I just want to tell you that as a fellow parent, I know what it means, right, parents? Waking up at 4:30, some of you, especially in Lusaka, to beat the traffic, to make sure that the students are here on time. Look, all we can say for those who have graduated, it's a well done job for you parents. You've done it. And indeed, we've come to the end of their journey in terms of the secondary school curriculum. So parents, please, do not relent. You still have a part to play even after this. Like the Chief Executive Officer said, your support will still be needed even after they graduate from grade 12. For the teachers, I have a big heart for you. You know, we entrust these children to you. We are never even there. We just drop them off. All we know, they'll be taken care of. The job that you do, I think only God can repay you for what you do. You are great people in society. You've made presidents. You've made ministers, name it. It's because of your effort. Indeed, teachers, it's a well done occasion for you as well. And for the students, or is it the graduates? You are now going into a world that is different. You no longer be picked from home and dropped off at school. You no longer be told everything in terms of what to do. You are now young adults. So what I can urge you, Rhodes Park School Management and the teachers have done a great job to teach you etiquettes, manners, behaviors, and of course, apart from the education that you've received. Now is the time for you, graduates, to show us that what you've learned from Rhodes Park is going to be of value in your life as you now meet different challenges that will require you to use your experience. It was good to see all of you well dressed, and thank you for the dances. We enjoyed them. And indeed, as we look forward to your future, we can only wish you the best. But please, just know that if you are going to be useful, you have to be a person of value. What does that mean? It's not necessarily the intellect or the intelligence that you may display. Values mean much more. and people of value and people who are responsible in society are relied upon. So if you want to be respected, you want to be given responsibilities, you need to show us your values. In terms of your behaviors, including speech, your dress, it all goes down, including your spiritual aspect of your life. All those are values that people look forward to when they want to use you in their companies. I know some of you may be aiming very high, which is commendable, but for you to be a chief executive of a company or a chief accountant of a company, it takes much more than intellectual knowledge that you learn from school. Values will be more appreciated. So to you graduates, please just remember, as you go out into this world to meet the different challenges that you face, can we please hear the good reports of you that indeed these were the Rhodes Park students that we can talk about. We can see you on TV, or we can hear you are forming companies. Why? Because you have embraced the values and the etiquettes and all the good manners that you've learned from Rhodes Park School. So indeed, students, or graduates rather, all I can say on behalf of the PTA and us as parents, we want to wish you the best in your life, and please, never give up. Just remember, be a person of value. Thank you.
That was the chairperson.
Dear parents, boys and girls, invited guests, allow me to invite our guest of honor as we give him a round of applause as he comes on the podium.
I've been given this rare opportunity to speak to you, graduates, and to the dear parents also, thank you so much for the privilege. Mr. Folotiya and the school management also, thank you for this invitation. I have a couple of points that we'll run through, largely speaking to our colleagues, the graduates. The first thing is obviously the fact that to see these guys to this point and then pull out some of these lovely, dances, it's been a product of collaborative, effort. Obviously for you guys, for your own personal discipline and effort to get to this level. So a round of applause for yourselves to get to this level. All right. And obviously to Rhodes Park, school management and the teachers. I think it's quite a lot of work to get these guys to this level. So again, kudos to you. But also to the parents. And I hope the colleagues, the graduates here, when you go home, you find a moment to tell your parents that Daddy and Mommy, thank you for making it possible that I go to this prestigious, school. Sometimes when you are in such a lovely environment, in such a lovely school, you take it for granted that life is good everywhere. Out there, some of your colleagues are actually not as privileged to actually come to such a lovely school. And so I think it's just imperative that you find time to also thank your parents for getting you to this school. The second issue I want to speak to the graduates is that you guys, you have actually now grown up. Okay? You actually are at an age where you have the power to begin to define your life. You are no longer kids. So you need to understand that the decisions that you begin to make from now onwards will either make or break you. So make sure that from now onwards you think through the kind of decisions that you make, because 10 years from now, you actually realize that I should have either done this or feel proud about yourself for the good decisions that you would have actually made. Obviously, I think after you've done writing your exams, you will be in no man's land. You don't know where to belong. But I would encourage you to stay busy If mommy and daddy have a business, I think they would really value you guys helping. Now, I know you guys sometimes now, if mommy and daddy have a salon, you feel, me going to the salon, me going to a car wash to help daddy with the business now, my friends will see me. It's these kind of businesses that have actually helped these parents to actually see you where you are. Beyond this point now, you need to make sure, I think the chair talked about the issue of being of value, and that is also being of value to your parents, helping with whatever they are doing. The next point is about staying focused. Beyond this point again, life will happen. And sometimes when life happens, there's quite a few turbulences along the way. But what I want you guys is to stay focused. There's nothing like, no, you see now, I'm going to take to drugs because this happened. I'll start drinking beer because this happened. Stay focused on what you want to do in life. And I must also indicate that when these turbulences also happen, they actually do happen sometimes for a reason. And I'll give you a little story about myself. Way back, when I was in grade 10, life happened. My parents divorced, and then I became a victim of regime change. In these homes, when there's regime change, sometimes children become victims, Yeah. When new mommy comes, sometimes things change. And I was one of those victims where, for some reason, school fees dried up. And then I started actually working at school to do cabbage, which my friends would actually eat because I was at a boarding school. But guess what? The lessons that I picked up doing cabbage back then has actually enabled me to actually run a farming enterprise 30 years later. So whatever happens, whether you find yourself getting into a car wash, saloon, you never know. That could actually be your side hustle when you grow up much later. So don't despair when life happens. Stay focused and keep moving. Thank you. Thank you. The next point is you don't need to squander opportunities now. Right now, you are privileged to have parents that will take you to school. But like I said, life happens sometimes. And that you guys, you're now old enough to understand that life indeed can happen. At some point, you find your parents are unable maybe to take you to college or something happens. So when you have an opportunity, you go to college, make sure that you get focused, get your education first, and then move on with your life. There's a tendency now where you are sent to college 1 year down the line. I don't like this course. Let me change to this. You're actually losing time. If something happens midway, you realize you actually missed out on opportunities. The second last issue is about your networks. In business, we say your network is your net worth. But I should say the choice of networks that you actually choose from now onwards will either make or break you. So make sure that you choose wisely who really is your role model and who really is your buddy in whatever you do. The last one is a bit of a tricky one, which is about career choices, and I don't think I'm qualified enough to talk about that. You guys, you're obviously licensed to choose what you want to do. That's a millennial privilege, yeah. But I just want to implore that your parents here have actually seen things. I think give them an ear to speak to you about some of these career choices. You are allowed to think widely, but I think there's still room for these parents to provide input into what they think you probably should be. So just think about that, because sometimes you guys get it tremendously wrong when you are licensed to just think, quite freely. So I just want to make sure that you listen to your parents, I think, in the career choices, but you're at liberty to choose what you want to do, but give them an ear so that tomorrow we don't have regrets. So in conclusion, I just want to wish you guys well as you graduate. And I hope you stay the course, stay disciplined. And 10, 15 years later, we wish to welcome you in our little enterprises, coming in as the experts to advise us on how to introduce these interesting things, artificial intelligence, and all these lovely things that are coming on the show. So thank you so much, and have a good day. Thank you.
So 12 Blue, class representative.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, teachers, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. Today is a day of mixed emotions. We gather here to celebrate the combination of hard work, years of laughter, tears, and countless late-night cram sessions. As I stand before you, I feel a whirlwind of emotions, from relief to sadness, and from excitement to sheer disbelief. But most of all, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Firstly, I want to thank our amazing classmates. We've laughed together, cried together, and shared countless unforgettable moments. From the time we first stepped foot into the school as nervous freshmen to the confident seniors we are today, we formed bonds that will last a lifetime. Next, let's not forget our incredible teachers. They've guided us, challenged us, and believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. To our class teachers, thank you for your unwavering support, patience, and for always being there to listen. And to the rest of the faculty and our beloved educators, thank you for your dedication and for igniting the flames of knowledge within us. From the hilarious anecdotes that made us forget we were in class, to the heartfelt speeches that inspired us to dream big, you have made our educational journey truly memorable. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the unsung heroes of our success, our parents. Thank you for the countless sacrifices, late-night pickups, and endless support that you've provided for us throughout the years. Your unwavering belief in us has been our driving force, and we owe our achievements to your love and your guidance. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let's remember to embrace the challenges that lie ahead with humor, resilience, and an unwavering belief in ourselves. Because here we are now, and everything's about to change. We have to face tomorrow as we say goodbye to yesterday. Life will undoubtedly throw curveballs, but if we can survive high school, we can survive anything. In closing, let's celebrate this momentous occasion with a mixture of laughter, tears, and a heartfelt appreciation for the memories we've created together. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it, and the best is yet to come.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to recognize the guest of honor, Managing Director, PTA Chairperson, the head teachers and their deputies, the heads of department, teachers, parents, invited guests, and last but not least, my mother. With all protocols observed, my name is Kasumba Luisha, and I'm the representative of 12 Red. Whew. Who would have thought that we would see the year 2033 after everything that's happened? We have had COVID-19, which led us to online classes, which most of us slept through. The horrible lockdown period at a point where we even thought that aliens would invade this earth. It's been quite crazy, you know? Many people say that today is the day we start a new journey, but I disagree. The journey began a long time ago. Today just happens to be the day where the path we have all been traveling on splits into 127 unique roads. Up until now, we have been a team working as one. We have done it all, and I would have done it all together. thanks to my classmates. We have experienced a lot of mixed feelings filled with joy, anger, meeting new people, passing and failing tests, one more than the other, but here we are. Nowadays, after we graduate, we will not have to worry about Mrs. Chuelo, Mr. Chela forcing us to submit our homework, or Mrs. Mwene coming to check the girls' braids if they're too long. Lucky for them, they're wearing wigs today. Or Mr. Kamuchungu coming to check if all our hairs are short. But as you can see, mine is quite nice today. And we'll definitely miss Sanudi Banda's questions that have obvious answers. Stop asking them. The grade 12 class was always categorized as the most notorious or playful class. But we knew when to play and when to be serious. And when the results come out next year, best believe you will see that. I would definitely miss this class. It may not be the best to others, especially the teachers, but it will always be the best to us. And I always love you guys. We are thankful to our teachers for always being there for us and encouraging us when we felt like giving up. A special thank you to Mrs. Chuele for being our class teacher, even though we've troubled her way too many times, but we love you, madam. And to our amazing parents, all my classmates' parents, words cannot describe how thankful we are for you giving us the opportunity to come to this very good school and for always encouraging us. So my fellow graduates, let us continue to encourage one another and help one another grow, especially in this studying period. It may have been a long and tiring journey, but this is just the beginning. Once again, thank you to my classmates. Woo! It's the onions. Thank you all for your attention and have a good day. Thank you very much.
That was wonderful from Kasumba.
I know I just got here, but I have a confession to make. As I stand before you, I have a privilege of graduating with two identities. And the reason is quite simple. Can you believe that after being at Ashford Academy for 1 year and 7 months, our class teacher still has no clue which twin is giving today's speech? So for their sake, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Jamikani Shuko, and I'm a representative of the first ever grade 12 class of Ashford Academy. I'm riding on the protocol which has been observed. Baby class, primary, and secondary are all we've ever known. And although we have no idea what life outside of these walls have in store for us, God saw it fit that at each moment of our journey here at school, we would meet the right people at the right time. Each person you met during this period of your life was put in your story for two reasons: to teach you valuable lessons or to learn from you. The best lessons aren't always learned in a classroom. And to take this opportunity to thank God for being with us through this journey, and to our parents for being our support system, the anchors to our boats, and keeping us grounded in our values. For always giving us more than you have, and always giving us your best. All that we are, and all that we hope to be, we owe it to you. And to thank my teachers for not just teaching in classroom setups, but also outside of class. Your character spoke louder than your voice, for you are like candles that consume themselves to provide light for others. Thanks and appreciation that we end the chapters we shared together. I am filled with gratitude for all the memories shared, the lessons learned, and for experiencing school together. You see, life has unexpected turns. I didn't know that going to Ashford Academy was giving up on a normal high school experience. As of Term 1, 2022, a full class only consisted of 2 pupils. And just in case you're wondering, it was my sister and I. It was then when I knew that the journey I had embarked on would not be an easy one. I didn't know that the days ahead of me were days of struggle, pain, and torment. Struggle because I had to battle against myself. Pain because just like an eagle uses its beak to pluck out odd feathers, I had to remove the branches in me that did not bear fruit. And torment because, let's face it, there's nothing easy about change. Dear graduates, it's safe to say that although we have all lost a lot in this little time frame, we stand as vessels that carry lessons that are worth a lifetime. Lessons that have built the people we are today. As we close this chapter, a new chapter begins. And in this new chapter, we should take a bold step because we have been equipped with what we need to succeed. As we graduate, let's remember the following. The state of your mind is the state of the world. If you do not take care of your mind will take care of you. If you don't ever find the courage to face yourself, you will never find the courage to face your greatness. And please, always remember that greatness is a choice. Our whole lives, we've always wanted to make our parents proud by carrying their legacy. But he who wears the crown bears its weight. It's now our responsibility to build our own legacy. A legacy that surpasses our parents and a legacy that reflects our own greatness. And lastly, after we walk out of this gathering, the true battle begins. A battle unlike any other. A battle against self. You will face different versions of yourself. But although there are many different versions of you, there is only one life and one destiny. The version of yourself you choose to show up as every single day determines how far you go. So conquer yourself, pursue excellence, because you are a beholder of greatness. Proverbs 22, verse 6 says it perfectly. Train up a child in a way he should grow, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. My sister and I would like to thank the Rhodes Park School Group of schools for creating an environment that governed our growth. As we have had a rare opportunity of attending all schools under the Rhodes Park Group, namely Woodford School for our primary, Rhodes Park School for our junior secondary, and now Ashford Academy for our senior secondary. With gratitude, and on behalf of my class, I would like to end my speech by quoting a West African saying, "I am because we are."
Ladies and gentlemen, when I grow up, I want to have twins. Another round of applause to them. Okay, the next representative, please.
The guest of honor, the managing director, the head of schools, the deputy head of schools, all heads of the departments present, esteemed teachers, proud parents, and of course, the stars of the show. My fellow graduates of the illustrious yellow class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aseda Amofasechi. Good afternoon. Today we stand before you not as mere students, but as a collective force, the cream de la cream of this institution. Sorry, institutions, Mr. Masona. Our journey through high school has been nothing short of a roller coaster filled with academic battles, hilarious escapades, and heartfelt connections. So let's take a moment and reflect on these 3 unforgettable years. Firstly, let's talk math, shall we? Kevin, you've been the math whiz of our class, making equations dance and numbers sing. Getting a perfect 100 on each test was your superpower. But what made you truly exceptional was your willingness to share that brilliance with the rest of our class. Then there's Wanipa, our beloved introvert turned class counselor. We may have driven you to the edge a few times, and you may have given us the look more times than we can count. But your quiet determination and dedication to our class have been the bedrock of our excellence. Then there's Lohitia. He would stroll out of an exam confidently declaring, "I have failed." Yet like clockwork, his paper would return with a solid 95. But Loitia's efforts went beyond grades. He became my study partner, patiently guiding me through endless calls, and it is no exaggeration to say that Loitia's help aided in writing and crafting this very speech you hear today. Thank you. Faith, our reigning class clown. Laughter truly is the best medicine, and you've doled out doses of it generously. To Muleva, Makrayan, Mbalusungu, Lohitia, Vanji, Matongo, Olga, and the rest of the class. An infamous club, always locked in heated debates. Your arguments, though, have forged unbreakable bonds, reminding us that it is our differences that bring us together and make us stronger. Then there's the mother of our class, Miss Trungwa. Her guidance, her constant reminders, and her relentless pursuits for excellence have modeled us into the leaders we are today. Trust me when I tell you, without her, I would not be standing here today. Trust me when I tell you, without her, I would not be standing here today. Mr. Mwale and Mr. Mukwekwe, thank you for never allowing us to settle for mediocrity, for pushing us to our limits. Your dedication to our success will forever be remembered. Our very own slave master, as Lohitia humorously posted, Mrs. Mwini, you've been the literary luminary, challenging us to think deeper, even if sometimes we felt like we were about to collapse. Mr. Kalua, although absent today, your teachings resonate with us, and thank you for leaving us in the capable hands and the loving hands of Mrs. Mwonga. The chemistry connoisseur, Mr. Hamalangu, your charisma made the periodic table less daunting, and trust me, we are all getting that exclusive one. Mr. Mwape, for every piece of wood you cut and every lunch you sacrifice for our project, we're forever indebted into your generosity and your craftsmanship. To our beloved parents, the unsung heroes of our journey, your sacrifices, your unwavering support, and your boundless love have carried us through. Once again, in the words of Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he shall not depart from it. You've laid the foundation for our success, and for that we are eternally grateful. Thank you. As we bid farewell to this chapter of our lives, let's carry these memories, the friendships, and these lessons with us. Let's remember that it's our unique qualities, our shared laughter, and our collective resilience that have brought us to this point. So my fellow graduates, as we embark on new adventures and pursue our dreams, let's never forget the indomitable spirit of the class of 2023. With a little laugh, a lot of laughter, and a ton of heart, we made it this far. The future is ours to conquer, and I have no doubt that we'll do it with the same brilliance and camaraderie that have defined our time together. Congratulations, Yellow Class of 2023. Our journey has just begun. I can't wait to see the incredible heights each of you will reach. Some of you I'll see on TV, whilst others on billboards. Thank you for an unforgettable high school experience. To God be the glory.
The guests of honor, the managing director, the head teacher, the deputy head teacher, all teachers present, parents, invited guests, and my fellow graduates. Good afternoon and welcome to Rhodes Park School. My names are Zizi Piziani, I repeat, Zizi Piziani, Natasha Grace Chaiwila, and I am honored to stand before all of you here today representing what I believe to be the best grade 12 class at Rhodes Park School of the year 2023, grade 12 green. The journey has been memorable, a true roller coaster full of ups and downs, but through the downs, our well-able teachers walked us steadily through the challenges to get us back up on track. Time was of the essence. My first honorable mention goes to our class teacher, Mr. Simwinga, who has received us and guided us in our educational learning all the way to date, teaching all of us values and morals to uphold in society for our growth. To our teacher of English, Mrs. Shengamo, it is because of you I am able to write and now deliver this speech with the correct use of English language, as you would say. Mr. Changano and Mr. Njovu, thank you for being so patient with us from the beginning of our senior secondary experience, teaching and guiding us in mathematics and physics, respectively, as we navigated through the 3 tiers of secondary education. Mr. Chela, Mrs. Mukombwe, Mrs. Chisoa, Mr. Muchindu, Mr. Mwanza, Mr. Hamulangu, and Mr. Kalumba, thank you for your time and diligence in assisting us to develop common education goals and objectives which we remain committed to achieve. To our parents and guardians, we remain truly indebted. Words will never be enough to express our gratitude. Honestly, it feels like yesterday when most of us were walking into our grade 8 classes for the first time, preparing for what we knew then as high school. Walking into grade 10 didn't feel any different either, and little did we know that we would have a lot to carry on our backs. But hey, look at us now. To the class of 12 green, well done. We entered that grade 10 classroom not knowing that we would create a strong bond that we see today. The class would not be what it is today without the debate of Hanok and Useko, the creativity of Kawaso and Mulenga, and who can deny the jokes of Waza and I. Therefore, even as we go our separate ways, we shall not forget that we were not just a class. We are a family. I love you guys. Thank you.
That was brilliant. We are going to have a speech from the head of department, Mr. John Mwanza.
Our guest of honor, Mr. Bruno Mwemba, the managing director, Rhodes Park School Group, Mr. Chisha Folotiya, the general manager, Mr. Mike Sanga, the chief academic officer, Mr. Samuel Lungu, the chairperson, Parents Teachers Association, Mr. Felix Sinkala, the head teacher, Rhodes Park School, Mrs. Siabwanta, as well as the head teacher, Ashford School, Mr. Noel Masona, the deputy head teachers present, the administrative manager, Mr. Swithan Kaunda, parents present, all heads of department present, all teachers present, the graduating students of the class of 2023. Simply put, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Graduates, congratulations. Every student graduating today has traveled a remarkable journey to reach this moment, and it's not easy. Graduates, you know this day belongs not only to you, but also your family and friends. This explains why they are here. Parents, grandparents, guardians, siblings, we thank you for your support. Your sacrifice, your encouragement, your care, your love have brought all of us at this point, and it wasn't easy. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion. Graduates, today marks an important day in your lives, yet it's just the beginning of the journey. Why do I say so? I'll quote the words of Rita Moreno of Northeastern Illinois University in 2015, probably during the graduation ceremony like this one. What does she say? Allow me to quote. She said, "The day you graduate, you do not arrive. This is not the end of the journey. This is the beginning for you. To graduate is to change gradually." You have just completed a second step on your academic ladder. However, to get to this point, a lot of effort was needed. You have achieved something very important, for which we need to commend you, graduates. Congratulations to each member of the graduating class and their families. May you continue to experience great success in your future endeavors. You have made it to graduation, which took patience, dedication, and a lot of hard work. You are to be commended and you have earned our respect. Well done, class of 2023. It's your moment. Thank you.
We're going to do the Rhodes Park School song.
I now invite the school head girl Wuseko Nchito to give us a vote of thanks. Wuseko.
Managing Director, Guest of Honor, Chief Academic Officer, Mrs. Siawanta, Mr. Masona, Mr. Kamchungu, Mr. Mfuzi, parents, teachers, and my fellow graduates, good afternoon. Dear parents, the class of 2023 is an extremely unique class. We have been through a lot, from cholera to COVID and online learning. But a wise man called Machona Dliwayo once said, "A diamond earns its sparkle through the pressure it endures." And I truly believe that after all that the class of 2023 has faced, it is a cluster of diamonds. No amount of pressure could ever keep us down. Through it all, we have not been alone, and today we would like to say thank you to all our cheerleaders who have motivated us and continue to motivate us in everything we do. I wish to start off by thanking the school management, administration, and PTA. Although your work was mainly in the background, your presence was surely felt. From organizing day trips to the Namibia educational tour, and even granting us the opportunity to celebrate this graduation today. You have highly impacted the way we see the world, and we are grateful. Secondly, on behalf of all my fellow graduates, we would like to say thank you to the rocks on which we stand, who have been with us literally from the beginning, up until the very end. Thank you to our parents. You have nurtured, sheltered, supported, scolded, and directed us for as long as we've ever known. And in this moment, your sacrifice has blossomed and borne fruit. All that we can say is a huge thank you, and we ask that you continue to be with us as we enter this new stage in our lives. Members of the administration, we cannot say enough about our teachers. From wardens to caregivers, and at times even friends. They have been all we need and more. In their excessive antics and eccentrics, they have taught us invaluable lessons for exams and beyond. Truly, we are thankful. Lastly, but definitely not the least, to the young men and women of the hour who have stuck with each other every step of the way. On behalf of the school, I think I can confidently say that the class of 2023 is the best grade 12 intake in the history of Rhodes Park. You will be missed. Now, as you go off into society, embodying Rihanna's hit song and shining bright like diamonds, we wish you nothing but the best. To all the parents who've taken time out of their day, to the guest of honor, to the managing director, and to the chief academic officer, thank you for coming to celebrate this momentous day with us. We are truly grateful. And as I conclude, I'll read from Jeremiah 29, verse 11, a verse that should guide us in this new phase of our lives. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those wise words. That's our dear head girl. I would like to call upon the high table to come up to the podium so that the presentation of the certificates can be done. So we are starting with 12 blue. Mr. Squazumi, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Shangamo. The first one to come is Serangoi. Serangoi. Next is Christopher Mlenga. Follow. Mkani Daka. Given Lungu. Jennifer Obeta. Gandhi Power. Jiga Pareki. President Rogo. Asiwe Chanda. Vincent, Jennifer Pironda, Asha, Ashu Bagela, Andrew Ngandu, Benvinda Pedro João, Ronaldinho Sandy, Bruno Mwemba, Benwando, Arush Pant, Snen Awan, Uzai Kamura, Mbewe, Chimowe Kamanga, Hadik Chobe, Losan Boito, Moidi Mbewe,
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Simwinga. We now have grade 12 green.
The first one is our own head girl, Useko Chito, followed by Pascom Tonga, followed by Garrison Kole, Joy Kandu, Mwila Wombe, Nathaniel Teleka, Mlenga Kariati, Izukanji Nankolongo, Faith Walia, Hanok Chishala, Hussein Nuren, Zizipizian Chaiwila, Michael Chitangala, followed by Joshua Kaunda, Leila Haruna, Vincent Msonda, Ongani Kunda, Temwanji Sinkolongo, followed by Wupe Namwinga, Wazawangu Luanga, Daliso Chilundo, Mark Chishala, Tabita Shindano, Kabaso, Ignatius Chipenzi, Lenzu Hamwetwa, followed by Alexander Chibuye, and the last one, Hibengwa Hamaleka.
Next up, we have 12 yellow, the class teacher, Ms. Chogwa. Akaweni Chilungu. Anna Muya. Aseda Amofa Sechi. David Banji Havene. Ben Mwanza. Chipo Imonga. Dennis Nanjua. Faith Kababa. Joshua Lungu. Kevin Mwape. Limpo Mwila. Lohitia Dat. Lukundo Silabwe. Riando Chonya. Riando Musulwe. Matongo Siamjaye. Balusungu Miyaba. Mark Ryan Namiluko. Patsobanda. Mudienda Siamjaye. Muleva Mzandu. Mwaka Christina Chipili. Olga Chitembo. Ratna Rajamohan. Santemulusa. Senai Segai. Suilanji Sinkamba. Tumelo Wamalungwe. Palumban Talasha. Wanipa Mwale. And finally, Willa Matafwali. Thank you so much, ma'am. Next up, we have 12 red. Mrs. Chirina.
Chisha, Mayava Malundu, Samlukani Zulu, Mando Hara, Melissa Mel, Lulia Tesfamichael, Chenga Chisha, Saluti Karabanda, Jimmy Besa, Sienna Rudom Telo, Memoka Juaki, Madango Nyirenda, Kwela Mwale, Diapa Manza, Kunukuya Skopela, Chimanga Kamando, Mataliso Ngandu, Francis Monga, and lastly, Flavia Gumbo.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Ashford School. Mr. Charles Perry, can you grace us?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Shengamo. The first one is Lukonde Lufungulo. Lukonde Lufungulo is followed by Lilema Musumali. Next, we have Kawanda Landani Ngoma. Kawanda Landani Ngoma is followed by Chitonka Musanda. And now let's have Salifyanji Musisi Namfukwe. Next, we have Limpo Ethel Shuko. And following Limpo Ethel Shuko is Yamikani Jessica Shuko. And finally, from Ashford Academy, we have Zek Sikaunga Malanji. Thank you very much, Masters of Ceremony.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles Perry, for that presentation. And I do believe this is the icing on the cake that we've been chewing on slowly but sure. Zek Balanji from Ashford Academy. Thank you so much to the high table. You may. Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you. We now call upon Dr. Nancy Chanda.
God, our Father Jehovah, we raise up praise from this place unto you, the Most High God, who has been with us. You have been with our children from the time that before they were born. You have guided us as parents to bring them to this school. You have been with this school and just given them the wisdom to do great things in the lives of our children. We thank you and we bless your holy name. Indeed, we raise up praise in this house for Rhodes Park School, for all the teachers, for all that have had a role to play in our children's lives. We give praise unto you for the futures of our children that we see even a glimpse of during this ceremony today. We just give thanks, glory, honor unto your name. It's in the name of Jesus that we pray with thanksgiving in our hearts. Amen.